did Mexico's new anti-extortion law become a threat to freedom of speech? It starts with the issue the government claims to be addressing: extortion, one of the fastest growing crimes in the country. Complaints have doubled in the last decade, and entire regions are dominated by criminal groups charging protection fees, threatening farmers, truckers, shopkeepers, even municipal governments. In some states, extortion is now more profitable than drug trafficking. So the government passed a sweeping new anti-extortion law with penalties up to 42 years in prison, no early release, and harsh sentencing even for basic forms of the crime. For many, cracking down on extortion was long overdue, but the controversy lies in the fine print. Here's the problem. The law's definitions are so vague, they don't just target criminals. They can target journalists, critics, and ordinary citizens. Let's start with Article 15, which defines extortion as obligating someone to tolerate something that causes moral, psychological, or patrimonial damage without requiring any proof of coercion. That means a public official could claim a news article hurt them morally and accuse the reporter of extortion simply because they didn't like the story. Then there's Article 17, Section 5, which increases punishment when the alleged extortion uses any device, medium, or electronic platform to transmit information. Texts, posts, videos, live streams, basically any form of journalism or online expression could fall under this. Press freedom groups like Article 19 warn this contradicts international standards and opens the door to criminalizing reporting and intimidating critics. And Mexico already has a track record of doing exactly that. For example, the concept of gender political violence, created to protect women in politics, has been manipulated by powerful figures to silence critics, not just journalists, but ordinary citizens too. In one recent case, a woman who criticized a possible act of nepotism on X was charged with gender political violence and legally forced to pay a fine and publish an apology to the politician every day for a month, a censorship tool disguised as protection. That's the danger. When laws are ambiguous, they're not safeguards, they're weapons. And now Mexico has a new federal anti-extortion law where simply informing the public could be interpreted as a crime. So the real question is, if the law isn't meant to silence critics, why leave the door open? Why not clarify the wording? Because freedom doesn't disappear overnight. In Mexico, it seems to be disappearing by ambiguity. One article, one clause, one interpretation at a time.